And now I'm live. Now let me mute this. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Back at it. What's up with you? What's up with you? What's up with you though? What's up with you? What's up with you though? Pull on up, man. We finna get into this, man. We know the brother got bailed out. I don't know. Did his wife bail? He got bailed out. I don't know if he did it himself. The brother, they put him in the little pen. They told him don't, ugh, man, when I think about it, man, who wants to go through all of that? Don't contact the victims, your wife. You can't contact your unless she contacts you. You're a married man. You're thinking about your kids, and they tell you can't contact. Isn't that insane? So you just got to sit there and suffer, and then you got to wait a court trial, and now you don't even have a job. You don't have no job. He don't have no job, and he's finna experience what a lot of people experience. People are going to gravitate away from you now, and that's the way That's how it goes. When you need them now, this is when you're right. This is when true friends show up. This is when they show up. If he has a true friend, Jim Harbaugh, they're going to reach out to him. They're going to reach out to him and let him know, hey, listen, we got to get through this situation, but hey, man, I support you as much as I can. And, if you need something, I can try to help you. That's a real friend. See, how many people are going to do that to him? And that's the sad thing. See, I'm looking at it, and it's anybody. It's not just him. It's you. It's me. It's anybody. You go out there. If him, you married. You go out there and you tip out there. You start messing with somebody, and that person drop a dime on you, and you got to deal with the ramifications of that. And if you get locked up, when it done some threat, now you got to deal with a legal case. And who's going to be around you, man, for while you're going through all of this suffering? Who's going to be there for you? See, that's what I'm saying. He never thought about that. This man was literally on the football field with the national championship winners, just 2 weeks ago? Just 2 weeks ago. This guy went from being the head coach of University of Michigan to an inmate, now pending trial. He's out on bail. Yeah. And you say a common thug. Yeah, well, I mean, if what they say is true, that's pretty much thug behavior. And I bring it up is white women because some people believe that white women are a status symbol in the black community. And this is, look, now, can we have a real conversation? Because now, can we have a real discussion about that? Because when you say status symbol, what do you mean? We know a lot of men are obsessed with the red bones and all. Look, I can tell you, anecdotal, whatever my experience in this city, they like the red women. I mean, the dudes who got money.
Dudes who are affluent, the pastors, if it's a pastor and he's prominent, he's gonna have a he's gonna have a chubby red bone. Um, White. I'm in the South. There's still issues, severe racial issues. There are men out there, but there are some men out there like that. But I was talking about like a pastor. I was saying, have I seen it? Nightclub owner, yeah, entertainment, entertainment. Where there's money, and also the maturity of that man, he's able to gravitate into that community. But does it symbolize success? In many cases, it does. It's a transference of when a black man gets a white woman within his circle, it symbolizes success. I didn't make the rules. And it's a question. That is a question. That is a question because I'm not trying to impose my opinion or thoughts on anyone. That's a question. What the media will never report, what they'll never dangle out there is why do black men drop their guards, get become a silly goose, loosey goosey, goofy giggly when they're around white women. Why? And that's what I'm trying to figure out. Why? Because you know, even if you're a married man, you still have to protect, you have something to lose. But Sharon Moore, he was a loose goose. He was a goofy goose around that white woman. He was Mr. Giggles. He was the happiest thing. And we want to examine why, because there's a social underpinning with black men in their pursuit of these status symbols. You saw the same thing with Shannon. Shannon Sharp, same thing. Same exact thing. And it was about a symbol of my success. It was about a statement of success. It was about an individual. To a certain degree, it's a flex. Now, you can say the historical situation of the black community, historically, they're behind, they're coming from behind, but it's a little bit more to it than that, and that's what people don't wanna deal with, and that's the problem with a lot of this stuff. You can't People don't wanna deal with the facts. In a system of oppression, anytime you're being oppressed, you can think of a prison. If you are inmate in a prison, the prison controls you. If just as an analogy, they oppress you, they hold you, they control you. When you can date a guard, you have a symbol. The other inmates will look around, they'll look at you twice. You have an ongoing relationship with a security officer that's there to lock the doors, keep you know, and provide security, and they're being paid to be there. Here you are, a prisoner, and you drummed up a relationship with this person. It's gonna carry weight amongst men. When that a guy escaped from prison probably about 3 years ago, um, that woman had worked there for 22 years. He had that female guard unlocking door. That woman had worked there. She was past return. Her pension was at risk. She still chose to unlock doors. She took her car, she mortgaged her house, bought a new car, they hopped in the car and they got away for a while. They eventually all got caught, but it was on the news. As a man, you do wonder, you say, that's pretty good conversation. You can get somebody to let you out of prison. I mean, risk their freedom for you. You're already incarcerated, but trust you or connect to you so deeply that they risk it all. Now we see that with with Sharon Moore, and he lost everything. He lost everything. Shannon Sharp, he's lost it all. Was I muted up? I'm sorry about that, man. I wonder how long I was muted. I be messing up over here. Let me see. Not nobody in the chat's here. Now. So, um, he said white women. The sneak says white women are not a status symbol. It's a form of black men saying to themselves and everyone else that no one will. What are you what are you talking about? White women are not a status symbol. It's a form of black men saying to themselves and everyone that no one will control them. Platinum, what man has the power to tell you who you can and can't have sex with? You're right. Nobody can. Nobody has a right to say something like that to you. But what you got to understand, uh, what you got to understand about that is it carries with it it's a status symbol within the black community. It carries with it that label. You're trying to make it about somebody's telling a black man who to date. Who's trying to tell him who to date? I can't believe. And this is YouTube. This is what people do. You guys done winning. You interpreted that from this stream. You interpreted someone was trying to tell you what to do. Where did you get that from? Where could you get that from? I'm not trying to tell you who to date. If anything, I'm trying to understand. And I'm offering the fact up that black men historically, when they have been able to get white women, I'm not saying all of them want that, it has carried with it a status. Oh, player, you know what you're talking about? Okay, then we don't live in the same world. Okay, it has. And what I say has, it does now. It does now. If you was to go to Whole Foods right now and there's a black man in there and his wife is in there and she might happen to be a different, a white woman and she's well kept. Now that's the whole thing. She's in great shape. She's gorgeous, good shape. Yeah, that carries with it a status symbol. It's a brother. That's a little bit of a flex. Nobody said he didn't love her. Nobody said that they're not together. I'm simply saying the societal interpretation of that, how that is interpreted by other people. When you look at Sharon, I don't know anybody who says this guy messed up he fumbled the bag. This guy had everything going for him. This guy had everything. He had a healthy family. He had a long-term deal. Either way it goes, he was going to get another $15 million out there university, even if they fired him next year. He still was going to have he's going to have a champion. He's with Harbaugh. He's got a buddy in the NFL who's doing great for the Chargers. He would have been fine with football. He could have transferred. But people believe the you know, the thirst sort of broke him and sent him spiraling out of control. And from what we understand, it was common knowledge. Everybody is saying everybody in Michigan knew that he was sleeping with his staff. It's common knowledge. It's the mainstream, or they believe the university is a setup. But this is the truth. And this is what we try to do over here. And we know it upsets some people, but this is the truth. White women, black men, why is it a status symbol? I'm saying why. I don't know why. I'm trying to figure out why. Is it the legacy of slavery and racism? Does it symbolize a chosen Negro? If you're able to, as a black man, you navigate your life in this society, you, for whatever, you fall in love. You don't know who you're gonna fall in love with. Okay, I'll accept that. You fall in love with a white woman. Does that symbolize you are chosen and accepted by the main society? You're no longer amongst the unwashed masses. You've ascended. I'm saying I think some people believe it does. I think some people believe it is a statement to have it. And I think that Sharon believed that. And the brother Mel Tucker, you got Shannon. I think they do. I think they do. I think, you said it was a fetish. Yeah, there's a certain amount of fetish involved in that. And it's a big deal. We've had black men come on this channel and profess their undying love and attraction to white women. We've had several do that. And they say it gleefully. And now, when you talk about the white woman and being a prize, or being overvalued by black men, at what point does that stop? I get the whole slavery discussion, right? Just think about it, you're a slave, but your girlfriend is, because you don't have any rights. You had that though, even through Jim Crow. Isn't that why they came up with the Mann Act? Wasn't the Mann Act about Jack Johnson? The Mann Act. Now it was other things they prosecuted under the Mann Act, but it wasn't the Mann. Didn't they try to put that on Puff Daddy, transporting white women from state to state? And didn't they come out and say that was a racial? They made it up for Jack Johnson, who was a boxer, and he had money most people didn't have. There was no internet. I don't even know Jack. That might have been no phones. Not in the way that you use a phone. I'm certainly not talking about a cell phone. I'm talking about just a landline phone. I don't even think they had phones like that. And he was running around, this big black man with a white woman. And it upset people so much that they put a law in. And so it does come with a certain it comes with a certain ascension. And then we're not even telling, we don't even want to get into what dudes don't run from this. Some dudes, they're not going to admit it. Man, there's dudes that come up here, they'll tell you that's exactly what they're trying to do. They want to stunt and they want to flex. And they can only do that with a white woman. They'll tell you that. And that's their preference too, which is fine. That's their preference. But I stand on this. Why do guys let their guards down? Why do they say, okay, I'm with a white woman, she really ain't a woman, or she won't do me like these other groups of women? Why not? Why won't she? Why won't she? And no, we're not going to get away from that. He said, I'll do it again. Porsche, I love my milk of magnesia women. They're still feminine, unlike a lot of black women. Okay. Okay. This man says he likes a milk of magnesia. Okay. I have a confession right here. But are they a status symbol? Do you see that as you achieving a goal? Do you see that as something that you're doing in a way that you are achieving a certain amount of success? And it carries with, now I'm gonna say, in certain circles or whatever, the hood, it does. In the hood, it carries with it it's a symbol of success. If there's a guy in the community, what's up with you, man? Look, if there's a guy in the community and he has a pool hall or he has a barber shop, if his woman or women are white women, now once again, I'm gonna say this again, they have to dress the part too. It has to be just like the stereotype of what you're used to seeing. It can't be just anything. Now, when you start talking about the hood, well, it depends on what you're trying to do. But not people, you're talking about just the hood, then that's irrelevant anyhow because those people are just people living. But when you say a barbershop or a McDonald's or real estate, and he's making money and he marries a white woman, that's perceived in the black community and interpreted as he's ascended to another level. He's sitting at another throne of power. That's how that's looked upon. And it's a question where a lot of dudes say, I've outgrown the current women I'm dating, and then now they say level up. They say all of that. Notch it up. And you say intentional. Well, some of it is, some of it's not. Some of it's just the way things are. Some of it. When you say the attraction, well, I mean, now you see that's when you have to open up your eyes and understand the world we live in, or at least the country we live in, because when you open your eyes and you see that from the time you're born, you are introduced image and image and image and image, even in cartoons, images where the black is bad, the white is good. That's just that's a brainwashing. Malcolm X talked about the Negro and his hair and his afro and his nose and his features and society, how society was against his features and how he has to embrace his features and to some, and he's right about a lot of that. But my thing is, why is the white woman a status symbol though? Oh, that was a movie you guys wasn't even born in 1975 called Shaft. And in that movie, Shaft was this tough guy. Who's the first guy. Rest in peace to the brother. He's passed away. Richard Roundtree. He played this character that was rare, if never seen in cinema. He was a police officer. Oh, I think he was a detective. He was a detective, and this he was a really good detective. Good detective. He fought crime. He saved people, and his woman in there is a white woman. That was in 1975, and they wanted to dap Shaft up as the ultimate brother. He was out on the he was enforcing the law. he was he was enforcing the law. And when it came, he had on go and look at 70s fashion. They dressed him up. I think he had an apple on. I think he had an afro. He had that what's those what is those things? Sweater necks. He had a sweater neck on with he had a leather jacket with a black sweater neck. They almost dressed him up like a Black Panther. And he was fighting crimes. He was busting through windows. He was chasing guys down. And then they said Shaft needs a little downtime. Shaft goes, the whole movie, I think she's like the only, this got some of the police officers. The whole movie is about the black experience. And then all of a sudden this white woman shows up. And like I said, what that did was that affirmed him as the ultimate brother, which is what they were trying to push. The whole point of it was Shaft. He was the baddest black man alive. He didn't take no stuff. And it was a hit, for that time in that moment. But it was enlightening because if you watch it, you would say, well, what's the white boy? Look, this is the point, right? You can date whom you want, whenever you want, how you want. The conversation or the question is why? Why is that a status symbol? They put it in the movie. Why? Why? And why is that so important to a black man? It's an evolution or it's an ascension. We saw the same thing with Tiger Woods. Same thing with Tiger Woods. Down here, yeah. Well, and we see the agony of defeat. We see the Sharon Moores. You really have to wonder about that, though, to fumble that type of bag. And it's not no one or two. It's a bunch of black men who done fumbled the bag, done went out there and made these bad decisions and cost themselves and their families millions and millions of dollars. And I'm gonna say this again: it's nothing wrong. I'm gonna say this because we got to understand that having a preference. You got the passport bros. A lot. Once you go overseas, you have white Latinos, you have dark. You can go to the DR. You can go to Brazil. I can go to Brazil right now. What's her name? Ice Spice. Ice is some Caribbean somewhere. She's what is Ice? Ice is Dominican, Brazilian, Colombian. She's one of those. She calls herself Ice Spice, but stand on the key word, ice. Man, now Ice Spice is whiter. Dominican, thank you. Ice Spice is whiter than the average. Yeah, that's another thing. Till we get caught up, you don't even understand. Yeah, well, you got to understand that is the complexion is just different. Right, just a lighter complexion. And I'm saying, obviously, it was noticeable. Why she called herself Ice? ICE. You get it? I get it now. But yeah, at first I didn't. But yeah, I understand 100%. It's a very light skinned woman. But when you talk about the history of America, the history of the Negro in America, can you really make that conversation without going back to the history of the Negro? And how much, when you talk about the white woman being viewed as the pinnacle, or the tip of the spear, right? How much of that is at some degree the fault of black people? Because they're the ones who validate it. He's not proving it. This black man who was dating those white women, he's not proving nothing to white America. And also, if anything, he affirmed, yeah, he's got a white woman, but he's a very successful guy. Very successful. Unbelievably successful. So he's a member of the larger community, and he's allowed to enter. He can come into the gate now. Now, unfortunately for us, when you talk about issues like that, you do have to know, you have to have some type of information. That's the thing about these YouTube channels. You got people on YouTube that are 19, 18. You got people on YouTube who are 20, 21. They don't know anything. And let me say something. That's not negative. That is not negative. That's a statement of fact. They don't know anything. How can you say you know anything? You haven't been through anything. So how can you say you know anything? You got to go through something. All my life, I'm telling you, I've seen these relationships. And to a certain degree, they are a symbol of success. And unfortunately for Sharon Moore, it's going to be a lasting effect on his on him, because he fumbled the bag so bad. And yes, somebody said this isn't an issue for black men. Yes, it is. Yes, it is, because it's a legitimate concern. If you are owner, you invest in $100 million in a guy, you want that guy to come to work. You want that guy to do exactly what you're paying him to do. You don't have time for his foolishness. You don't have time for that. You have to prepare. It's a competitive market. You have to be ready. You got an individual that's committing adultery, that ain't good. Individual who's out here fighting his ex, that ain't good. Going to jail, that ain't good. So you got to start, and you got to go and find a new coach now at the last minute. And a lot of people were suggesting that Michigan should have fired him last year. That's what I was saying. But he beat Ohio State. Ohio State went and won that championship. In fact, up until Indiana, the only loss on their record was Michigan. Somebody said, well, he didn't win this year. He don't have to win every year. And he was not going to be fired until this happened. Somebody said they was on the way to fire him anyhow. Well, eventually, yeah, unless he wanted. They trying to win a championship. Penn State trying to win a championship. All of this 10-2 stuff, unacceptable. And then you got Indiana. Man, that man, Saggetti ain't got no great talent over there. But somebody said that Tony Mendoza, the starting quarterback, will probably win the Heisman. Or Diego Pravia, starting quarterback for Vanderbilt. He'll probably come in for third or second. Anyhow, I said Shador was better. Man, you crazy. And I mean, I got no problem with Deion's son. But Shador's not better than those kids. It was crazy. He said Shador Sanders is better than them. I said, what? Nah, man, he didn't win. Shador didn't win the Heisman. We had to have our feet on the ground, man. Sometimes we say things. I don't know, man. We say things. Sometimes we done slipped into. Whew, nah, he's not better than those guys. We'll see. He's got 4 games left. We'll see. How about that? We'll see what he does. Right? Okay. Happy for the guy. I got no problem with him. He drafted. But you just can't say he's not as good as those. I mean, he's better than those guys. And that was said by none other than the genius mind of Shannon Sharp. That's it. That when you think about it, that's off. He said BMI is shaft. I don't know what that means. Black male independence and mating choice evolution. Okay, I'm gonna say this again. You can date who you choose. Okay? I'm saying status symbol. Why? And people say, well, it's not. Well, it is. So what I'm saying is, and when are we going to get away from that? When are we going to get away from that? I've seen them in the hood. They bought black women in the hood. Bachelor party, they got white women in the bachelor party, white women in there twerking, acting a fool, and dudes spending money. Up in the strip clubs, they make some money. What the white girl that's OnlyFans model, white girl she makes $30 million a year. Meanwhile, you got black women out there barely making $300 a month. Barely making $300 a month on OnlyFans. So there's a difference, man. And another thing, the construct of it, what it does is it challenges society. See, we like to pretend there's no racism. Well, society likes to pretend that, right? But the truth is it exists. This guy right here, he overindulged. But believe me, man, that was a status symbol. And he let that out. Both of them knew they couldn't let that out. He let that out because he wanted the guys to know how he was moving. He wanted the guys to know that he had a white wife and a white girlfriend. And that was a signal to let the guys know, y'all up under him. Y'all under me. And I'm doing this. And we said he's coaching the University of Michigan. We said he was coaching the University of Michigan. This was also an admission. This was also a flex to let him know that he had been accepted. He was like a white man now. Look at how he was running things, running University of Michigan. He's running the football team. He's smashing all the white women. He got a bag of money in his pocket. Yeah. Yeah, he was living, he was doing it. And then he just got sloppy or he made a mistake, slipped up. Now he's seeing the system. Now he's coming down from his perch and now he's seeing how the system really works. And they're going to turn the screws on this brother. I don't know the current standing of him and his wife. I don't. I hope she hadn't abandoned him because he's going to need help. He said, so are you saying that he's saying I'm on the white man's level now? Not now. Before a couple of days ago. Hey man, should those conversations should people think that way? I don't think they should. I don't. I think a black man with a white woman is a man with a woman, and I think attraction and beauty and all of that. If it's up to me, which is really not, to make commentary, I think attractive woman is an attractive woman. It's its own reward. Got nothing to do with me validating it. It is in itself its own thing. But they threw him in jail and they ain't think twice about it. What's up with you do business?
What's good with your plat, man? What's
What's
good
up?
with y'all, man? Just chilling, man. Yeah, yeah. I took a look at the story. Yeah, it said he was. I don't know what he was doing. I don't know if that was. I think her name was Paige Silver or something. I guess he tried to break into the house or something or whatever he was trying to do. I don't know. But he did something that got him put in jail. So I think it was breaking and entering or what
Yeah. Yeah,
something like that.
he got fired and went and told his wife and
Mhm.
he ran in a woman's house, knocked the door down, went in her kitchen, grabbed so this is what they say, butter knives. He grabbed like 4 butter knives. Um,
So
now what they say. They say he grabbed 4 butter they say with butter knives. Now, I don't know. They could be saying that to try to get his charges lessened, but I don't know. I wasn't there. And the report I got, he grabbed 3 butter knives and he threatened himself, threatened he's gonna harm himself to her.
mhm.
Then he ran off, went to a church or something, and the police caught him.
So was that Paige Silver? Was that the side chick, or was that his
Yeah.
wife? That's it.
Side chick. I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
know. I don't know the standing he has with his wife
Hmm.
currently. I would think that she's gone her separate way, and the reason I brought that up is, and he's probably got family, you know, but yeah, you got to understand as a man, you get caught cheating, and your wife is like your next to kin. You guys are heavily invested in each other, and this type of stuff happen, man. A lot of times you get abandoned, and now you go from being a main part of society. See, this is where it's really going to hurt you.
Hmm.
See, when you homeless and broke, it's sort of irrelevant when you get thrown in jail. Yeah, it's inconveniencing, but you get fed. You weren't getting fed outside. If it's cold, you get warm. But like I said, I'm not saying you want to go. I'm saying it has with it certain things that benefit you because you're broke and you're homeless. But when you're wealthy like this and you live in a mansion and you got a beautiful family and he lost and then you lose all of that, now you in jail.
Well, I mean, I'm sure he still got paper. The thing is with guys like this, because I took a look at his wife and the white chick. I mean, they both blonde hair, chicks. That doesn't mean anything. But I mean, they're attractive women. So in that environment, yeah, a lot of brothers are gonna go after white women. The interracial dating thing is really not that deep. It's based on what you see. So
Is it a symbol? Is a white woman a symbol of success?
not well, the white woman, when you talk about the interracial dating thing, nah, it's just different. That's all that it is. It's different, and some brothers are really really strongly attracted to Caucasian women, Asian women, uh, you know Russians. She can be Italian, whatever. It just pure attraction. That's all it is. So you can't expect a black man to only be attracted to black women when you live in a country full of different types of women.
Well, I'm
So
gonna say this again. Is the white woman a symbol of success? Because see, we keep some kind of
nah,
way we keep deviating on who a black man should date. You can date a black man can date a white woman, a black woman, an Asian woman. That's not what this conversation is about. What I'm saying is within our structure, especially black community, black America, is a white woman a symbol of success?
nah. I just wanted to, I just like to break
Okay,
things
well,
down.
that's
Nah,
what you believe in. So you don't think that they are portrayed that way to us?
nah, man. Nah, I'm
You
telling
don't?
you.
Okay.
Nah, bro. That's
I
based on
don't
person. Hold
Yeah, I
on.
don't think so either.
Wait a minute, man. Oh, okay. I just didn't don't want to cut each other off with
No,
because you
I
No,
was
straight.
man.
just agreeing with you.
No. You good? No, I'll be real quick because I know it's going. This topic gonna get heated.
Hold up, brother. You agree with that or you don't, Sharon?
I agree with it. I agree with what he's saying.
You don't think the white woman is a status symbol?
If it's
For
a
the,
status
hold,
symbol, it's
hold,
the
hold up,
symbol
hold
that
up,
we
hold up,
made
hold up,
amongst ourselves. If
hold
it
up.
is,
For
but I don't believe in that. No.
okay. I'm gonna say this again. For the black man, I'm not talking about a status symbol for America or the white community. I'm talking about the black America. You do not think a white woman is a status
I
symbol?
do not think the so-called
Wow.
white woman is a status symbol. No, I do not. The
No,
so-called black man may have that made up in his own mind. We may have made that, but that's something that we societally installed,
nah.
privately.
It's
If
no
if
woman.
it does exist.
If it exists, you're right. Hold up. I stand with you on that. If it exists in the black community.
But that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. It never existed. No
What?
woman.
Yeah,
Listen to me.
do business.
No woman is a status symbol, bruh.
Do
A
business.
man just glad that he got the woman that he
Do
desired.
business. We can't have conversations, right?
Right.
If you have to open up, look, we got to understand this is a big world, man. And so when you say no one, that's not the point. The point, no woman should be elevated to a power over you. That's not what we're talking about.
I didn't say that. That's not what I
I'm
said. What
saying
I
is
said was,
they are. You're saying they're not a status symbol in a society I live in, and that's what I see. Do I agree? Like, am I out saying they are? I'm saying, oh, well, that's how they're viewed. Especially to those men. They are viewed like that to those men. Yeah, they do. They even do that in the hood. When you have white women in the hood, I don't even know how to describe this, who are,
oh,
around black men in the hood. That's a status. If they get her, that's a status symbol over in front of his friends over the ones who couldn't get her. Okay, that's what we got. Man,
okay.
we can't. You know
I
what, man?
understand what you're saying.
Let me just say this. This thing is so sewn up. This thing's so sewn up. America, the way they do the Negro, good Lord. The
I got you.
brainwashing of the Negro
Yeah.
is so tight
Yeah.
that we can't even undo it. We so wrapped up in this thing, man. We so brainwashed by this thing. We can't even undo this shit.
That's what I'm breaking it. I got you,
We could
Platinum.
definitely undo it. It's just that we refuse to do it, and we
Nah.
don't want to do it, and we
It,
we 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 hold the religion of oppression like it's some type of organization or some type of worship
it's
practice.
not that deep.
It
Most
is
black
that deep.
men, most black men date black women, right? Or marry to black women, right? Is that a fact?
Yep.
Okay,
That's
then. So that's what I'm saying. Whenever you see a brother dating, a different type of woman, that's all that it is. She's just different. So if a brother becomes
that's it. That's
infatuated,
all it is.
that's all that it is. It's just different.
Oh
So if
man.
the brother does become infatuated and wants to only date, white women, it's just, it's not a status. I can't call it that. It's just he just found something that's like a rare gem. He like shit. All right, well, I might as well just go and stick with this one.
Okay.
That's
So we
all it
not.
is. It's just like finding a ruby or
White,
something.
first of all, you said majority of all races date each other, but if you want to be fair, right, white women ain't like just beating the doors down for black men, and when
There you
and
go.
I mean, yes, they
hold up,
are in Germany.
hold up,
Yes,
hold up,
they
hold up.
are.
Well, we're talking about America now. We're talking about
Oh,
Germany.
come on, let's not go to America. Let's talk about the world. And if the world, the so-called black men are desired highly, and if
Okay,
they're
brother,
not,
but
and if
see,
they're not desired here in
you know
America,
what?
that's a social condition.
You can't even have this conversation.
No, we listening, play. All I'm
You
saying is
can't
that
have
people are going to interracially date. That's all I'm saying. Some people going to do it. Most people don't. That's all I'm saying. It's nothing special about it. It's just something that people do, and the reason why people become shocked
I'm not.
because. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, man. What I'm saying is this: you guys are saying, it's not perceived in the black community in America as status symbol. And then you interpret it as me saying that it is like it's up to me. It's not up to me to make that
Well, some
determination.
brothers do that.
I'm
I'm not.
saying
Yeah.
in general, they are. Now, you said white women in America. I said, well, they ain't beaten down. Well, what about Germany? What about Germany? We said America. Right.
I mean, in
Well, black
America
men out. Let me
too.
say black. Hold up. See, this is the thing. Now we're talking about desirability and all. Look, man, the man was a that man, he saw money I'll never see. The man was he was a multimillionaire. He was a married man.
He had a white wife. What are
Yeah,
we
he
talking
was
about?
married and he still was out there doing even though in the contract it said don't do it, he still do it. So that's my point. What is it about white women? Because we've had it with Shannon. Man, look how much money them dudes lost.
That's attraction. That's all it
They
is.
lost $100 million contract, paid $20 million. The other dude lost a $90 million contract, Michigan State. Now you got this guy. They say he was $30 million. He could have easily. It ain't about easily. If they fired him next year, he was going to be getting like $15 million buyout, and he was going to another. He's going to easily go to another Division I school like Florida State or something like that, making money, and he lost all of that. So I'm saying, man, this status symbol, this privilege, this thing that we see with white women, it's something that we need to be careful with as black men because we will elevate them to our detriment.
Yeah, I mean that's true because I know what you mean. Like when brothers see, just like the situation I told y'all about when I went out to white chick, how people look at you. So yeah, then some people are, you go around certain brothers, they be giving you extra props. Like, yeah, I mean, you got you a white chick or a Puerto Rican or whatever. That's all it is. You know what I'm saying from my perspective. Because I mean, I'm not saying that I know everything. I can just see right through certain things. Like with this brother, he was already married to a white woman. She's attractive, and he got the other chick, and I would say that she's more attractive than his wife. So I mean, you got some, you know how freaky, certain white women are. You get in the bedroom with them, they finna turn some niggas out. And so some niggas ain't coming back. You see what I'm saying? So it's unfortunate for the brother. And he lost his mind. He's sitting up in jail, and talking about he want to kill. So part of that was based on him, getting fired as well. So with dudes like that, honestly, I just think the dude is a cornball. I'm gonna just keep it 100. He ain't no regular around the way brother. You know what I'm saying? Even if you are married to a white woman, you still got to maintain, your manhood, bro. So
Well,
the dude is just a cornball, honestly.
okay, but you can't. Well, that's what we just different, man. Because like I said, I'm just I'm sharing the same world you all do business.
Mhm.
When I watched, I didn't watch any Michigan games. I don't like Michigan, and I don't like that quarterback they got. But um, I see the privilege, and I see the people on TV, and I see um our society, and I say, man, ooh, wealthy black man, multi-million dollars, got him a white girl. Okay.
It's hard, man. I'm telling you, dog.
I
It's hard
mean,
because
come
they are
on.
so attractive, bro. Like,
I mean, what is the problem though? Like, I mean, I just think that you guys are big enough that, well, not you do business, but Platinum, I think that you're kind of like in this like hazy like mindset where you know it would be different if we had the best, if so-called black women were the best women in the world. They're not. You know what I mean? And if you
Okay.
if you hear so-called black women talk about so-called black men, we're not the best so-called black men in the world. So what the hell is the
So you
problem?
agree then? So
I, I mean,
it's a
I'm
status
not I'm
symbol then.
not agreeing with the status symbol, but I'm saying what is the
Are,
problem
are
of
white
this
women
man dealing
for
with
black?
so-called white women
I
and putting
got
a
you.
so-called white woman in position? Because at
well,
the end of the
well,
day, it doesn't matter the
You
race.
no 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 no
Either
no.
either woman can destroy
You're
you.
hold up, brother. You're doing that.
nah,
You're
that's not what we're
changing.
talking about,
You're
bro.
changing the question into something else.
I'm not
You
changing
can
the question into
you
something
can
else.
date whomever you want.
Right.
I'm asking you, and you just said that they are. Or
I didn't
basically,
say
are
that.
white women better than black women?
No, I didn't say that.
To some brothers,
I
Oh
didn't say
man,
that
I don't know.
so-called
You
white
know
women
what?
are better.
hold on, bro. Wait a
I
minute. Hold
just
on.
said so-called black women aren't the best women in the world. Neither are so-called black men. Not according to what I said. It's according to what they said.
Okay.
So what?
Okay.
All
Wait
I'm
a minute.
saying is, what is wrong with this man or many men in position dealing with a so-called white woman.
There's
And
nothing
Well,
I
wrong with
mean,
it.
he went to jail for. He's going to jail for this when he ruined his marriage.
We have to understand what Platinum is saying. So listen, from our perspective, right? We think that it's not a static, but in reality, I still agree with Platinum on the other end. Like, yeah, for some brothers, where he could be an Asian dude, Hispanic, whatever. When they date outside their race, yes, some people do, revere, say other races of women over their own. So yeah, it is some truth to what Platinum is saying, and it's also true that brothers need to be careful, you know what I'm saying, on not destroying themselves or destroying their livelihood over these white women.
Mhm.
So yeah, so you're not wrong at all, Platinum. You
but
ain't
any
wrong at all.
woman can destroy your livelihood, bro. It's
I
called
agree.
family
But
court.
we're talking
Stop
about the white
playing
woman.
games.
We're talking about
Stop
the white
playing
woman
games.
right now.
I mean, look, we can talk about the so-called white woman. I'm gonna tell you right now, she's a very feminine woman. You know,
Okay.
if you're a,
Okay.
if
Well,
you're a feminine,
how
if
come
you're
you?
a,
Oh, hold on.
if
Hold on.
you're a feminine woman,
Why are you afraid? And to me, I'm detecting you're
I'm
afraid.
just
Why don't
saying.
you just say you prefer white women
I
over
never
black
said that. No,
women?
no, no. I don't prefer anything. I
Oh,
prefer a
this is
feminine woman. With so-called white women in their culture, they're taught to be that way. Now, there
okay.
is some deception there because they have some issues as well in different areas,
But
right?
all
Uh-huh.
of them are not like
Now,
that.
and I'm not saying yeah, and everyone, all of them aren't like that. I'm not saying. I'm just saying the so-called white culture, right? Like there's a so-called black culture, right? You know,
Mhm.
and that's the thing what we do when we play these games. Okay, so when we talk about so-called white culture and we talk about the things that they do, it doesn't exist anymore because it's a good thing, right? But when we talk about so-called black culture and we talk about a bad thing, well, so-called white people do it too. All right, so like what the heck? That's why I say we don't get anywhere in these
Okay,
conversations
wait
a
a
lot
minute.
of
Wait,
times.
wait. Okay,
I
let's just
agree with
stay on
you.
topic, brother. Let's just stick with
I'm
this
just saying.
brother right here.
Ooh.
Let's
I,
just hold on. I
Okay, well,
got
with this brother is a slave. Like most of these brothers that they put in front of us are slaves. They
you.
know
Not
what
not not
type of brothers
wait a
they
minute.
dealing with before they get into get into position. I'm
You
pretty sure they
no,
knew
so
Mhm.
you
he had
so
some
yeah,
side
no,
pieces. They
no, no,
knew
no. You okay?
these
No,
these people knew before they
I
hired
agree.
him what
I
who he
agree.
was.
I
These
agree.
white listen, these
I agree.
so-called white folks, they know how to look you up and look in the internet and see where you come
Okay,
from, who
wait,
you are,
my
etc.
brother. Hold on. Now
You
you're
know,
going
they
to a.
look at your resume. They know your background. They know your weaknesses. They knew. They knew what type
That's
of
not
guy they was
true,
dealing with.
man. Now you
Yes,
tripping,
it
bro.
is. Yes, it is. Shannon Sharp. All these so-called black brothers. They put in position. They know their Carfax. Do
No,
not think
no, they
that
don't, bro.
okay. All right. Think what you want to think, but you normies are going to catch up one of these days,
Nah,
and
man.
you're going
Look,
to
look, you
see
got it, look,
every
bro.
person that's put in position. They have a history and they have fouls on them.
Listen, bro. I'm serious. Like this is not funny. You're entitled to your opinion, but that doesn't mean your opinion is right. Don't nobody, ain't nobody looking at your
Is
your your your,
absolutely right.
your personal resume. They want to know your job resume when they get your job. They didn't care nothing about him being married to it. It doesn't work that way in business,
Okay.
bro. It never has and never
No,
will.
this once again, I do business. I
It always
disagree.
has do business. It
No,
always
because they
has.
look at the whole
He
thing.
was
When you
qualified for the job. That's why he got the job,
I'm
man.
done, man. God, brother, he got the job because of Harbaugh. That's why he got it.
Okay.
If it wasn't for him being a part of that staff, he would have never got. If it had been him on his, if he was coming from Arkansas, I'm a defensive back coach from Arkansas. He played at Louisville. So if I'm a offensive line coach from Louisville, Michigan wouldn't have made him no head coach of the Wolverines. He got that job because of Harbaugh. But
It
what
doesn't
you're
matter,
ignoring,
brother.
you're
My
ignoring
point is he still was qualified.
the whole picture. They're looking at his wife. They're looking at his family. That matters. That's too much money. They're not going to invest in anyone and they don't know all about you. If you're a strip club dude, they're gonna know and they ain't gonna hire you.
Because you're not qualified to coach a football team,
That
Platinum.
don't
If he
mean
was
you
on the
ain't
coaching staff
qualified,
already, they just
brother.
moved him up. It doesn't matter who he's married to, dog. What are y'all talking about?
It's a part
All
of
that
it.
matters though, brother. All that matters. I mean, Robert Griffin III, I think he got fired in part and parcel was because of his wife. But, all of that matters. These businesses look at especially these billion-dollar businesses, they're not going to just let you come into their fold and they're not doing extreme research on you. In the NBA, they do like a CIA, FBI investigation interview on you before you're able to come within the fold of that group. And you know, if
Everybody
the
gets a
and
background
this
check
is
before they
Hey,
get a
wait,
job, bro. That
I'm
don't
just
mean
hold on.
saying this
nothing.
is playing
You think
basketball.
RG3 was fired because of his wife?
I
That's
think
what I'm
that's one of
saying.
the
They be
reasons.
bugging out, man.
I think that's one of the reasons he was fired.
That's
I mean,
stupid.
wait. Why would he even be hired? That was his second white wife.
Like I said, I think it's one of the reasons he was fired.
I mean,
You
I don't know.
think,
You
Well,
but
kind
you
of
don't
reaching on
know.
that one.
It
well,
doesn't make any sense, brother. It really doesn't, man.
hold up, brother.
Well, he started posting. He started posting her. All I know is he started posting her.
Yeah, okay, brother.
A lot.
He was posting his
Next thing
first
you
wife.
know, I'm just
Look,
saying. Next thing you know,
Is
uh,
that
she got a
Garris?
job.
Is that Garris on the
no,
panel?
no, it's not. Look,
Okay.
hold up, brother. Hold up. Without RG, I don't know, but RG, you know, I mean, it's something else. He did some stuff on
Yeah, he did some other
ESPN
things too.
that they didn't agree with. So I don't know what that has to do with his wife, but what I'm saying is, I noticed the Negro has a special affinity for the white woman. It's something about that. Now, look, I'm talking about amongst. We know it's a permission slip in the white community that you get an upgrade. You go from coach to business class. Hopefully, you know, it depends on the white woman. You might even get into
Platinum.
first class. You might even get in first class. What I'm saying is
Platinum. With some black men, it's the other way around.
Yeah, but we're talking about this. Not talking about the other way around.
Well,
I get what you're
at
saying.
the end of the day, hold up. At the end of the day, this black man for the University of Michigan and black men in general, I'm serious. What is this goofy, giggly, white girl, crazy sensation that goes over?
I just told you earlier, Platinum. It's nothing but attraction. Most of us men want what we see.
Why are we
So if he's attracted to
why are we so attracted to white women then?
because it's different. I mean, it's clear as day, bro. It's different. The brother probably ain't even used to dating white women. So if when he dated a couple of white women, he probably just became infatuated. That's all. Y'all be looking too deep into this. It ain't nothing but a piece of pussy, man.
Yeah,
We talked about this earlier though with so-called black men and so-called black women though. Like we don't talk about each other like we the greatest
You
men
got
and
white
women
men
on the planet.
that think about black women like that. So what you gonna say about them? How they infatuated with black women? It's white men that do that too. So what's the difference?
No, it's
Yeah,
not
so-called black women that do infatuate white.
No, show
I
me
said it's white men that are infatuated with black
it's
women.
not.
Yes,
No,
there
it's
is.
not,
So-called
dude.
black women do look at so-called white men
Show
as
me
I
the
didn't.
white. Hold up,
This
man.
nigga can't hear for shit.
You know what, man? We got to make sense when we do this, right? Show me the white man who's lost everything over a black woman. Show me.
I'm not talking about lost. I'm talking about
Well,
attraction.
let me. Hey, hey, with that logic, trying to use this race card thing.
It's not the same thing. Okay? It's not. What happened to him? Show me a white man who's done that. Don't argue.
That's not the point, Platinum.
That's not the point. Show me a white man who's lost everything in the same fashion that this man just did. Hold up. And you know, we have the legacy of slavery. We do have that.
For marrying a black woman, you mean?
Historically, we prop white women up. You know,
That's true. Some brothers do. You got that. Some brothers do.
So we can't even talk. That's what I'm saying. We can't even talk.
The Clippers CEO.
You're not wrong about that.
Now he lost everything. He lost a lot. He lost his basketball team because so-called black women.
He was talking about who she was talking to at the game.
But she exposed him though, and he lost everything. So I mean, it does happen.
Actually,
Let's not say that so-called white women.
Well, he had to sell the team.
Yeah, that's his power though. He lost his power. He didn't want to do that.
It wasn't the same thing though. Okay, well we disagree.
But he made a profit at the same time because the team was worth more at the time of the sale. Mm-hmm. But the thing is, y'all sitting up here talking about white woman status and racism and all this type of shit. So hold
up, because he said the P word.
I know. Hold on.
I'm tired of dealing with YouTube. You guys can't control your mouth. Don't come up.
Oh, my bad.
I don't want to hear none of that other stuff.
Okay,
talk like a normal person.
Okay, let me finish. Now, if you're talking about the status of a white woman with a black man, and a black man losing everything because of a white woman, well, if everything was so racist, the Texas coach should lose everything because he's married to a black woman. And if the owners and presidents and everybody was so racist and white supremacy was prevalent, he wouldn't have his job.
What Texas? Who are you talking about? A baseball team or something?
University of Texas has a white man with a black wife. I mean, a white man with a
what's
black
his
wife.
name? The head coach there?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Nobody cares.
That would be a bad look in white people's eyes, right?
Brother, that made no sense. What you just said made no sense.
Now he was trying to prove a point.
The man has not done anything. Why would they say anything to him?
Oh, you have to do something first.
What? That's what happened to the guy in Michigan.
Oh, and then racism comes into play.
The racism is from a historical standpoint.
Okay, so history comes up when you do something. But if he remained the way he was and we didn't know about his affair, everything would be hunky dory.
That's the good point, DeBill. The affair. That's the point.
It would be for him. He'd still be coaching. He'd still be coaching, baby. And from what we're starting to see, a bunch of white women are coming forward saying he was trying to, talk to them. So
lost his mind.
I don't know, where that's going to go, but but I mean, it got nothing to do with the law or whatever. But what? Okay, let me ask you, DeBell.
That has something to do with a Me Too movement and money.
Yeah. Do you have a preference, DeBell?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have that preference? Why do you have a preference over what? Why you have a preference when it comes to white women as opposed to? I mean, you black, so
I got a preference about a lot of stuff. I mean, I'd rather drive a Mercedes Benz than a Cadillac.
Okay. Why do you have a preference when it comes to white women? Now, hold up. Let me just. I'm assuming you black, so that's what I'm saying. You might be Mexican. I don't know. What I'm saying is,
I am Mexican sometimes.
All right. But anyhow, why do you have a preference?
Because I'm human.
Okay. So that's just the way things are?
Yeah. And I live in America. Okay. And living in America, I'm not just isolated to one thing. And I don't live my life to please niggas.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's attraction. That's all it is. That's what I've been trying to tell you.
Who are you trying to please?
Myself.
Oh, okay. Okay. There you go.
Because he was already messing up, Platinum. The brother was already. Go ahead.
Is there a difference between black women and white women? Well, how about this? White women and all other races.
Yeah. I mean, you can't ask a black woman if she's the same as a white woman.
Okay. We'll have to ask one.
You've never asked one?
No.
Oh.
I've never asked a black woman, are you the same as a white woman?
Well, you know that so-called white women literally apologize to so-called black women because they literally forfeited their own men over feminism. So they said, wow, you guys did a lot more than what we would ever done sacrificing our own men because we wouldn't have went that far, you know. So that's why I keep saying so-called black men are not the best men in the world according to our women, right? And the way and I'm just observing the way that so-called black women treat so-called black men. They're not the best women in the world. So why don't you think men are gonna? I mean, any man, I don't care what race form he was in, they're gonna exercise their options. Are you kidding me?
I mean, if you good people, you good people. If you're not, you're not.
Is that what he was doing? Is that what Sharon was doing? He was exercising his options.
Absolutely.
No, I'm saying he's an adulterer, of course. The coach is an adulterer, but he had a white wife though. He had a white wife.
Well, okay. He was married, so you would think, okay, how come
But
'Cause
most husbands are adulterous.
well,
Exactly.
his got out. And how you think this going to affect? Because a lot of them still complain about the lack of minority interest from these colleges, and they're not being fair. But then when you look at front page news, there's a man you put $30 million in, and he's goes, does all of this stuff. You got to go through that. You got to find a new coach. You got to deal with him on the back end trying to say he was wrongfully fired and all that. So who wants to do that? So they can say, well, we're not going to waste our time with that.
Well, I mean, schools they do it all the time. I mean, even in the pros, they do it all the time when a coach gets fired. But the thing is about the dude, this is not the first time this dude has cheated on his wife.
Well, I don't know.
When he was a position coach, he was probably cheating in too. You know
Well,
what I mean?
don't know.
Because being in the limelight, being a Michigan coach, didn't change him.
Yeah.
Well,
that's
at the end of the
that's
day,
guilt.
You know what I'm saying? He was still doing his,
but he got
sloppy,
caught.
dumb habit. Yes, because now you're in the limelight. So like when you talk about incident like he was in, if he was a nobody, this wouldn't be front page news.
Exactly.
We wouldn't be talking about this because this stuff happens all the time.
All the time, dog.
They
No,
knew.
Hold on.
They
No, it
knew.
doesn't.
They knew.
This
They knew
is
what he
not-
was doing.
Look, yeah, this
They
is
didn't
no
know what he was doing in the end to get arrested.
This is no common occurrence. Okay, this is ridiculous. This is not
Stephen A.
this
Stephen
ain't no
A. said it was
common
a common
occurrence.
occurrence. Stephen
This
A.
is a
said
common
it was a common
occurrence.
occurrence.
No, it's not. This a
My
common
dude's going to
occurrence.
jail
doing
over
it
women
now,
platinum. That happens all the time.
No,
them
we talking about the
coaches-
cheating
man,
part.
them coaches-
The going to jail part was after the cheating, was after the firing.
those coaches, right, who get kicked out for messing with the students or staff, it takes them years to try to recover to come back into college football or NFL. That ain't common. It happens.
Yeah.
But
I
it
mean,
ain't common.
Sandusky
Now you're
and them
talking
were
about
doing it for they were doing all types of debauchery in Penn State for years. What are you talking
That's what
about?
we're talking
This is
about, man. What is this? What is
common
this?
practice. What are you talking about?
Hold up. You think Penn State was the norm?
Yes,
That
it
don't
is
happen
the
all the
norm.
time, dog.
That is
Yeah,
insane.
No, it's not.
Bro, it's the norm. Those people
That
are
wasn't
bro.
normal.
Them people, these
You know
football
what,
teams.
bro? You know
I-
what? You
Bruh,
don't want
I know people that
want
went to the
some other
NFL. Do you know anybody that went to the NFL, brother?
Brother.
Do you know anybody
You-
that went to the NFL? Who
Why would that
anybody?
But not
Wait a
on
minute.
that level. Not on the Jerry Sandusky level.
Anybody? Who
Why would that-
anybody
brother,
on the panel knows anybody that
brother,
went
you
to?
just gonna keep interrupting, brother.
Me?
What happened in Penn State with Joe Paterno and it was Sandusky guy? I think he's in jail.
Yeah, that ain't the
Brother,
norm.
come on, we don't have to bring that
Ain't
up.
nobody
Come
doing
on.
that every day.
Brother, that ain't the norm.
And
It
that took
might have
them
been the
years to
norm.
catch him.
It might have been the norm in Penn State, but no, they weren't doing that at Louisville and
Nah.
Arkansas State.
I'm not talking about
USC.
like the you know the
Why do you have to even
the
talk
children
about
part
something
of
like-
it.
Why?
I'm talking about the debauchery. That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying the debauchery of it. That's all I said.
I got a new mouth, man. It's messed up. Anyhow, why bring it up? Why bring up something like that?
I
Why?
mean, because when we talk about coaches and you talking
since
about
you
that this
even
stuff does
bring-
not happen, it does happen.
But that's nothing to do with
Let's just stay on topic,
a
man.
married man with a mistress.
Yeah.
Most of these coaches have
And that is
mistresses.
a common
Come on.
occurrence. A married
common.
man with a mistress is very common.
That may be common, but losing everything you have ain't common.
Well, when you commit crimes, it's going to be common. It comes
Well,
along
most
with
of
the
those guys
territory.
Most of those guys never get hired.
Well, then that's why we never talk about them. We're
Hold
talking
on,
about
no,
somebody that
oh,
got hired at a prominent job that lost his job because he got arrested.
Yep, and people are saying that even though Harbaugh likes the guy, that's his buddy, and he did win a championship or 2 championships for Michigan, and then went on to the Chargers, and he recommended him, and he wanted him to have that job.
Harbaugh
People
did
saying
him a solid, and he
Yep.
embarrassed
Yep, Yep.
Harbaugh.
That's the whole point. People are saying that the university shouldn't have done it, even though Harbaugh wanted it. And this is what happened when you elevate people to positions and they didn't work hard to get it, because they get in these prominent positions and
They don't appreciate it.
Yeah, and their behavior doesn't match the position. And I just told you again, I said again, you want to see a college coach? I know he's not coaching now. Nick Saban. Go look at Nick Saban. I want you to go look at his history. He's been at almost 35, maybe 40 years. That man ain't trying to do no. Now, am I trying to say I know Nick Saban's business? Like he don't creep out? I don't know nothing about that part, but he ain't been caught. And I'm saying, why would you get in a position of a head coach and you live in a fishbowl? Why would you do it? You can't have it both ways. If you in the streets, you like to be street.
But the thing is,
you deal with
that.
It's not like they knew that was going to happen,
that.
though. When they
I can
hired
answer
him,
that.
they didn't know he was going to mess up.
For this black coach, I'm not going to turn down this job just because I cheat.
If it's in the contract, you can't do it.
No, he was probably cheating before this. But the thing is, I
Yeah,
mean,
of course he was.
to myself, I'm not going to turn down this money just because I cheat.
Well, but it's called stop. Okay,
Well,
say before you got the job, you were sleeping with the staff or women, and you married. Okay, now they're finna make you the head coach. Guess what? It's called stop. You got to stop that behavior.
Hey man, the dude is dumb.
That's all I'm saying,
Ain't nobody trying to make an excuse for him or
That's
nothing
all
like
I'm
that
saying,
or whatever.
my nigga.
Ain't got nothing to do with black or white or none of that type of stuff.
Well,
none of that.
It does.
It has nothing to
It's
do
a
with
ra-
none of
it's a-
that.
It's a racial.
He could have
It is
been.
a
He could have
racial
been cheating
history.
with a. He could have been cheating with a monkey. It don't matter if the
It's
monkey
a-
was on
Just
the
a
staff.
cornball, dog.
If the
Just a
monkey was
lame.
on the staff, he was violating
Look,
their code of conduct.
I think he's
What
from
are
a
you
different country
arguing
too.
about?
I don't think he's
This
so-called
is a-
Black
it's-
American either.
It's a racial history with white women and black men, and we even in 2025.
No, it ain't no racial history with that, man.
Why they had a white? Did you see Shaft?
Shaft,
Yeah.
the movie Shaft.
Yes.
Which one?
The old one.
Okay.
Did you see it?
Yeah, I seen it.
They gave him
Richard
a white woman.
Roundtree.
They gave him a white woman.
They gave him some black women too.
Did he not have a white woman in there?
He might have. He had a.
Okay, that was his girlfriend.
I mean,
He had-
that was when black men could be sex symbols and players, and
that was
you
in
know?
1975, and they said they made Shaft
Mhm.
because they wanted to make the ultimate black man. They said we going against all of these stereotypes of them being criminals, them being bad people. And they said, we're going to put a guy in there like a 007, a black man who don't take no mess. He'll fly through the window. He'll send you to jail. And then when he was nice and tired, he laid up with his white woman. And I said, wow. I said, yeah. Well, I said, yeah, I never heard nobody say nothing but they like Shaft. I didn't look at it like that, but and then when you think about it, you see how.
Do you know how many black women Shaft had in that movie? In that,
None.
huh?
None.
He had so-called black woman.
Somebody calling you right now. It might be a white
None.
woman.
None. He didn't have any white. I mean, he had no black women in there. Not in Shaft.
Man,
Well, Platinum, let me ask you this right quick. So would it make a difference
watch the movie, watch it again.
Okay, let me ask you this.
Though, now that you speak of.
Hey, tell me this. In the movie Shaft, why do you highlight white women with all them black women in there?
Right.
If a whole bunch of black women was in it, I got you, brother. You saying they're in there.
With this history.
When the last time you seen Shaft, bro?
I ain't seen Shaft in a long time, but I do remember it.
You need to watch it again.
I do remember it.
But you're ignoring why did they do that? Just ignore that part, right? We want to put together the most.
Do you remember? We want
to make. Hold up. We want to make the coolest black man character in this movie. We're gonna put out a movie where he's a detective. He'll take a rope and drop through the window, and we got special effects. And he's cleaning up the
Hey, man, I
neighborhood.
don't know. I
And
don't know
then,
why.
oh, wait a minute. Then when he's tired, it's in the movie. He retires
man.
to his white woman. So hold up, which is fine.
I think you've been kicking it with Joey too much, man. This sisterhood
You know
is
what,
coming
bro?
out
You
of
don't have
you.
to let me finish
It
because we
really
can't
is,
talk
though.
about nothing, bro.
It's
Well,
low
let me
key
ask you a
something else.
question right quick, Platinum.
Okay.
Hold on.
Okay, I'm gonna say why did they? If you would just tell me why they did it, and I'm saying they trying to make the ultimate black man. Why did they put the white woman in there? Oh man, you reading in the stuff. You just man. You know
No.
what, bro?
I mean,
you know what? You
really,
guys can't. You can't.
that was probably
No.
trying to make it realistic, because even then,
That's realistic.
yeah, because even then,
Oh, okay. So you're saying
hold on, man.
Oh, okay.
Even then, black men were dating black women.
Mm-hmm. They were, of course,
And
they've
before
always been
that,
dating.
and even before that, white men was dating black women.
Okay.
Exactly. Pam Grier.
Okay.
Not just Pam Grier, but I mean, you got Diana
but she
Ross.
was
You got
one of the
You
biggest
got-
names
you
back
you
then.
got your famous
I'm gonna say
Maya
this again,
Angelou was
brother.
married to.
Yeah, Pam Grier was fine as hell, though.
I'm going to say this again. Can you answer why they put the white woman in Shaft? Okay. Pam Grier, we're not talking about Pam Grier. And she was with Richard Pryor and all those.
Right.
What I'm saying
Try
is
to make
why,
the show more realistic.
okay, so the movie, right? Now that was a major thing in the black community. A black man talking trash. He was talking trash to his white boss. He was the dudes in the street knew not to play with him.
Yeah.
And they coupled him up with a white woman. And I said, if you look at the movie, I don't have a problem with the movie. I like the Isaac Hayes. They brought Isaac Hayes in there. Isaac Hayes was there. Boom, 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 boom.
Oh yeah, he did the soundtrack, but shit, Isaac Hayes had Truck Turner. It was Truck Turner.
What I'm saying is they bought the bald-headed, bald Jesus in there to sing.
Black Moses.
Black Moses. There you go. Black Moses sing that soul.
Yeah.
That hot buttered soul. And that was the ultimate black flick. But
one of the greatest soundtracks ever.
But you're ignoring. You don't. Okay. You don't see it
next to Curtis Mayfield and Superfly.
You don't see nothing
wrong
other than
with
it was just a movie.
Right.
Okay. Yep. That's the way you see it.
I mean, you remember the Mac, right?
Yep.
He had mostly black hoes, but he had a white one.
Yep.
And when he was on that pier talking to her, that was kind of like one of the highlights of the show.
Okay. Have
you
you ever?
And that was the 70s.
Have you ever heard any brother criticize or highlight he's with a white woman in a negative way?
You hear these black dudes talk like black women on YouTube every day, calling white women Becky.
I'm gonna ask you again.
Snow Bunny.
You brought up the Mac.
Yeah.
We know with the movie, a lot of people like the movie. It's like a lot of people like it. Black, white, whatever. You like the movie, you like the movie. It's just like a Scarface, right? When they made Scarface,
it wasn't that much violence.
Well, it's not.
But
as
anyway,
bad.
go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're gonna try to do this. I don't know how successful I'll be. When you look at a movie like Scarface, it's a legend movie. It's a movie a lot of people like to watch for a lot of reasons, right? But one thing about that movie, Al Pacino, what's the other guy? Robert De Niro. They're not messing with black women in that movie, which is fine. Hold up, the woman that he was fighting over and all that, she could have been black. Wait a minute.
Go ahead.
The point is,
I don't know where
Robert De Niro married a black woman.
Trying to send a signal about the character and what kind of guy he was. Yeah, he was a negative person, a lot of negative. But when it got to his social life,
what was your point about Scarface?
I can't come up here and you just gonna interrupt me, okay? Now you seen Scarface, I seen it. There wasn't no black woman in that. Now you saw the Mac, and who they put in? They put a white woman in that. And you saw Shaft, who they put? They put a white woman in there. You keep ignoring that, man. What's the point? Well, you keep trying to prove me wrong and stuff. Man, I'm talking about why.
Robert De Niro married a black woman.
Okay, he got divorced.
In real life.
In real life, you're right. And he got a divorce.
Well, they got
Okay.
children, so I mean,
Okay.
yeah, I mean
Okay.
in the
Okay.
movie, but in
Okay.
real
But
life,
Okay.
the
he
point
got a
of
black
them
woman.
putting a
A
white
white,
woman in Scarface,
a
I mean,
white.
okay.
Go ahead. No, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
I'm just, I mean, it was a lot of white people in Scarface, and then but what was the big deal about Al Pacino, which he was what, a Colombian, or
Mm-hmm.
I mean, do
He
you
played a
think
Cuban. He played a Cuban, and
Cuban, Colombian, whatever the case may
he's an
be, right?
Italian
So
man.
do you think the Cuban community made a big deal out of him knocking the drug dealer for his white wife?
Yeah, I probably would have to be. I would have to be down in Miami.
Yeah.
I would say the
I'm just
people who
saying there
saw
was
it.
no
I would say the people who saw it in Miami in that, because what kind of movie it is, they probably didn't care either way. But once again, it raged him. The white woman.
But it was no public outcry, no racism,
Brother,
none of
brother,
that involved.
you're on some other stuff, DeBell. You on some stuff about, you're trying to change society from years ago. It still was a white woman, and instead of you saying, "Well, I don't know, I don't see white women as," well, you already said you do. You said you do see them as special. I'm telling you, the reason they made that, they could have made that a Italian woman. They made that a white woman, and that white woman leveled up his game. He's in the street. Guess what? He's doing all of these things, and guess who
he leveled up his game.
Guess who he lays up with? He got him a white girl.
She didn't level his game up.
They didn't put no black woman in there. So my thing is, you look at this guy from Michigan, and you look at what's coming. He went out there, clown, messed up his whole life, did some dumb shit, and probably gonna cost a lot of black coaches opportunities, no matter what people say. The dude from Notre Dame, Marcus Freeman, he's married to a white woman. He got like 5 kids. Mm-hmm. They was offering him the Penn State job. They might try to offer him Michigan, they got money. They might buy him out of Notre Dame. He ain't having no problems. That's my point. I'm saying
because he's not doing anything stupid.
Okay. And that's but why do black men, not every black man, why do black men get around white women and lose it?
It ain't about, man, come on, man.
That don't happen. We just had a black man go to jail or lose $14 million a year salary.
Hey, man. Michael Vick is married to a black woman. This nigga was
about Michael Vick.
This nigga was fighting dogs.
Now it's about Michael Vick. Well, we don't even know if that's true.
No, I'm just saying. I mean,
doing that, but that's a whole different subject.
Yeah, the white woman didn't make that dude go break into her apartment, and you know what I'm saying. I mean, that's on him.
Okay,
that's him being
disagree.
dumb.
I think Sharon, what's his name? Sharon Moore. What is his name?
Hey man, vagina is vagina.
I think Sharon Moore. I think Sharon Moore.
Yeah, is an idiot.
He's got a thing for white women that's different than a lot of others. Well, he will risk things others wouldn't. It's one thing to say, "Hey, you going over to the girls' dorm?" I'm saying you on campus.
Hey,
you on college campus.
Platinum.
It's one thing, brother. It's one thing when they say, "Are you going over to the dorm?" And the guy says, "I can't get in there, man." What you mean, man? That girl, she been left. They said, "But you be going over there." Yeah, when she was there, I used to go over there sometimes when she would be at work or in class. And yeah, I used to be over there, but she ain't over there. Well, man, why don't you just jump the fence? See, that's what I'm saying. When you start doing that, things change. Things change because now you done jumped the fence. You ain't supposed to be over there. And the point gonna be, why you got to be over there? There's women all over the world. Why you got to be there? That's what I'm saying. The guy said, whether you get caught or not, why would you take that risk? And that was the whole point. Look at this guy. Look at what he risked it all for. That's something else going on with him to make a risk like that. What's wrong with saying no? Hey, no, I can't, we work together. Or how about this when I'm married? And then we don't see this coming out of Nick Saban or Nick Saban types. Why? So, and that's the point. It does matter. And a lot of us have been brainwashed. And it's always a black man that does. It's always like that. Give the Negro these good, cushy jobs, and he blows it. He goes out and he does something stupid. And then it's sexual. That's beyond stupid. They don't even value that. And Negroes don't even know that. America don't value that. Bro, when you start talking about money, they don't, what you do, that, I mean, they want you to be morally correct and all, obviously like that, but I don't care what you do because it don't have no value. They care about their image because that has value. Perception has value. A university has value. But they don't care what you do. It is only the Negro who's elevated that into the next, some type of entry into heaven, that he can slide up with a white woman. That's how the Negro thinks.
I think it's just he got caught. That's all it was. He got caught and he's sloppy. So-called black men are sloppy. That's what the problem is. They're not as cunning and crafty when it comes to dealing with the opposite sex, like the other nations are. Because all of them do it. Stephen A. Smith said it, that they all do it. So, and if you
Does he do it? Does he do it?
Probably.
Well, he's not married.
Well, let me ask you this, Platt. What would you say if these women were black instead of white? What would you say? If
it was a white man acting like that, I say exactly.
No. I'm talking about this brother. Woman. I'm talking about this, the Michigan coach. What if he would have did the same thing with black women? What would you say?
Obviously, it would have been no racial angle. So how could I say it?
I'm saying, but would you still, have covered the story or said something about it if the women were black?
It would have been the same thing. His wife was black. His mistress was black. I would have covered his stupidity.
Okay.
He fumbled the bag, man. Come on, man. We still got, no matter what you say, we got to talk about him fumbling the bag, man.
Yeah.
It ain't like do business. You make $14 million a year.
I wish I did.
Well, he did. A week ago, do business. He was right there on my TV screen. Mm-hmm. Now his ass is in jail. He's on there again, but I'm saying now he's coming out of a jailhouse. See, you guys don't. What if you was a vagrant in Michigan and they said you got to do the weekend? You get locked up, they can throw you in for the weekend. You say, all right, I'm gonna get something to eat, man. Probably take a bath. I'll be all right. And then they throw him in there with you. You can be like, yo, man, you want you to coach? Yeah, I was the coach of Wolverines. Wait a minute. He goes, what? You lost that job, man. Why? Women or a woman? They go say, well, you out here sleeping outside. You said, well, I know why I'm locked up, but damn. Yeah, you can't. That's unforgivable. I'm sorry, man. The more you think about it, it's unforgivable. And you have to agree. You guys have to agree. Certain Negroes put a value on white women that should be studied.
What they charge him with? He got a felony burglary.
I agree with that.
And some misdemeanors, right?
No, he's got the where he threatened her,
breaking and entering, and all that.
Yeah. He got the burglary. Did he assault her?
No, but he's got all of those charges. Everything that would be associated.
Okay, so the breaking and entry, that's penitentiary, potential penitentiary time, right?
We know his lawyer's gonna fight that, but
yeah, of course. But I'm just saying. Let's say he makes it in the penitentiary, right? So now he's amongst felons, and now he's amongst Michigan probably got a black community or whatever, right? So he's going to be around a bunch of brothers that are in prison.
Maybe he should get a football team.
Maybe, but he's going to be around a bunch of brothers that are in the penitentiary behind black women.
No, you know what, bro? See, this is what I'm saying. What do black women have to do with this topic? Hold on, let me go over here. Hold up, you see what I'm saying? Hold on. Let me show you something.
I'll tell you in a minute.
No.
I'll tell you if you give me a chance. Every time I get started, you want to interrupt.
Look at that. Here you go.
Okay, just in time.
Where is the black woman? I'm looking at the thumbnail. Where is it? It said white man White women, black men, for discussions.
No,
That is symbol. You're talking about black women.
when you said somebody going to jail for the weekend and getting something to eat in the shower is going to talk to him and be like, "Hey man, what you in here for?"
Okay.
And when he asks them what they in there for, he gonna say, "Dang, I'm in here for a black woman."
I doubt it. If a dude is homeless and a vagrant, he's
You go
probably
to
not
any
gonna-
cemetery, you gonna see a lot of black men in there because
we
of a
go.
black woman.
Oh my
I mean,
God, the bell.
at the end of the
DeBell, what is up with you and black women? Because clearly there's a problem there.
He need a new talking point. That's all.
No, what is it about you and white women?
What about them?
We talked about white women this one time. The bell. What's up,
Hold up. DeBell, I'm not I'm not knocking their doors down.
It's not about
Hold up.
It's not about the color.
It's not
about the color. It's about
Will you stop trying? Do me a favor,
dude.
DeBell. Please, DeBell, please. Stop trying to lecture me.
I got to.
You got to stop trying to do that, man. I know what I'm talking about, DeBell, okay?
Me too.
This dude said a white DeBell.
Yeah.
You can like white women. Who said you can't like white women? But you keep bringing up black women. Why?
He love them queens. Platt. He still love them queens.
We do our shows. We'll talk. We get in on this. We when it's time to talk about the sisterhood and it's something valid, we bring them up. But this is actually more about black men. You said white women.
Well, look at the title.
White women and black men. That's what he was dealing with. And I also think that him married to a white woman, I think to some degree, it gave him it made him. I don't know how to put it. He felt he could get away with it.
Nah, bro.
Nah,
Because Richard Sherman did the same thing up in Seattle. He did the same exact thing.
He's married to a white woman and got caught cheating.
Yeah, he tried to, bust in the door on one of the white woman or something, acting crazy. Yeah, look it up. Richard Sherman did the same thing.
And he was drunk.
He didn't do the same.
Well, he did the breaking and entering, or tried to do the breaking and entering.
You need to be a lawyer, bro. That wasn't even close. He didn't go inside that woman's house.
He tried to. That's what I'm saying. He tried to. It's on camera. Richard Sherman.
Tried though, but he ain't.
He was trying to break it down. Yeah.
He could have broke it down if he wanted to. You can break a door down.
Sharon got in, went to the kitchen and got the steak knife.
A butter knife. Well, you got steak knife.
Yeah, I mean,
maybe that's his lawyer trying to make it seem like it wasn't.
Yeah, trying to dumb it down.
He was just mad because he lost his job, man. That's all.
I mean, let's say, Platinum, you just telling your story, whatever, right? So, what is your message? Is your message to where if you are a black man and you're a head coach, marry a black woman?
No, my message is you
don't mess with white women.
No, my message is, well, first of all, if you married, right? But my thing about it is living in a fishbowl, right? You look at a Barack Obama. Yeah, he could have been a cheater. He could have a serial cheater, but the world would have saw it because he's in a fishbowl. Everything he does, people look at. Mm-hmm. But he could have been like that.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. One thing about Obama, right? For me, I said, man, that man went 8 years without going to a strip club. I said, good Lord, he better than me. He way better than me. I don't know if I can do 8 years.
But
I gotta poke my head in there. I gotta at least poke my head in that mug.
But Obama was married.
I don't know if I can do that.
Obama was married to a /
his wife,
woman, whatever.
His lawyer.
Lawyer. Okay.
Well, you can say what you want about it. That's his wife, and those are
I know, but I'm just saying. I mean, whoever was black, right? So,
and Obama, from what I understood, he turned down a lot of white cooch.
So then he's really like rejecting his culture. Then,
nah, man.
Well, he's
not
a black man.
What?
Nah,
like the bear.
He be reading the cook.
So, Platinum, have you ever been with a white woman? Platinum, have you ever had a white chick?
He said he
came from a white woman. His mother's a white woman.
But how he's rejecting the culture?
So, because his culture is white.
No, that's who he.
That's who he
came.
was raised around. He wasn't raised around black people.
But what
Oh, you
culture?
talking about Obama? Oh.
So Obama's culture is white. His household is white. So what you think is going on in the household?
It's not rejecting nothing. He just dating his preference. Period.
Yeah,
You know you can.
Okay.
Yeah, just because you having
okay.
sex with a woman of a different race don't mean that you reject.
let's say
hold up, DeBell.
So this Texas coach, right? This white Texas coach is married.
Brother, we're not talking about the white boy in Texas married to a
Jesus.
black woman. Don't nobody care about him, bro. He's following the rules. He means nothing.
Yeah.
Starstesian or whatever, Starstesian. I know he was married to a black woman.
Yeah, a lot you don't know, brother.
Well, he needs to learn how to coach. I know that.
He got your boy. He got crazy.
Go ahead, Truth. Go ahead, Truth.
I was just gonna put some conjecture in your favor, Platt. You know the reason why he blew up and went to her crib? Because she was a white woman and she blew the whistle on him. He knew what the repercussions would be.
Okay, hold on. Help me with that, Truth. Because you know you're waking me up. So if that would have been a black mistress, he wouldn't have sought revenge?
Nah, he would have just denied it. I don't know her.
Wow. He would have known.
Until she dropped text messages. Yeah, he was just like act like she ain't say that.
Truth. He would have known better to run up on a sister.
Yeah, he wouldn't have ran up on those sisters. It wouldn't have been necessary. Who gonna believe her? And even if they do, so what?
I think you're right on that. I never thought.
But the other, I mean, look at history. Every time they said something, whether it was true or not, it was detrimental to black men. So I mean, come on.
So you saying she broke up with him because he lost his job?
When did I say that? Did you hear what I just said?
No,
I'm asking.
No business. No. If somebody got background noise.
Hey, Platt, can I say this real quick? Platt?
Joey, do you think black men, not every black man, but in general, Joey, just in general in your life, do you think black men elevate white women over black women?
We had this conversation in the barbershop, right? I just feel like black men are naive. We're not used to certain things, right? So when we get something new, we just act oblivious. So when we get hold on, DeBell. I can hear it. I can hear them feet.
I said that earlier, man.
I can hear them feet about to start up, Flintstones.
What's new though?
Slow down, Flintstone. Man, about to be rock. Pause. But this is what I'm saying, DeBell. You got certain guys, not you, but certain guys that's coming from a different background, different demographic. We can say the urban, the hood, like I always say. They not used to certain type of environments and dealing with certain type of women, right? So when you take a man from this point of his life and put him with some snow bunnies, suburban type women, all that, they still think that, they ain't like Keisha. She different. She ain't gonna fuck me over.
You know what you just did, Joey? You know what you just did?
The bell. Let him finish.
I know. I think he is done.
But the bell.
I think he's done.
I'm not finished.
He's not done. Go ahead, Joey. Because he's gonna interrupt.
So the bell.
He can't take it, Joey. He's already cracked.
I know. I got the bell. That's my boy. The bell's my boy. I got him. I know how he gets riled up. I got him. So the bell. What I'm basically saying is that we used to this environment with these different with our women, right? So we used to Keisha, we used to the hood chicks. You know what I'm saying? We know how they can be devious, but when we step out of that,
hold on.
Go ahead,
man. Come on, man. I mean, can I respond to some of you because you're gonna keep going on and on and on and on?
Go ahead.
I mean, you're saying, okay. So first of all, do you know what you just did? You just elevated the white woman.
Okay, go ahead.
With the beginning parts of what you just said. And hold on, wait a minute. And now the other part.
The guys that date.
I know. And it's coming out of your mouth.
Hold on, but then you haven't been. Hold up, DeBell. You have.
God damn.
I know.
I want to speak after you speak.
Hold up. You haven't been listening, DeBell.
I'm listening to Joey.
Hold up. What's the brother? Me and what's his brother? I'm telling you, he might have dropped down. Anyhow, it was a brother up here. We both agreed. We said the elevation comes from black people. That's what we said. So you just said he just elevated the white woman. Well,
by what he just said.
But Joey, I mean, okay.
I didn't say me personally though.
What we
Well,
Dude,
this is
Jamel, you've just done it. That's
this is
what we do. I
oh,
said,
okay.
I said it's a
Okay, now
status
let me address the other thing
symbol.
he said.
It's a status
Let me
symbol
address the other.
in the black community. It is a status symbol. White women, black men, for discussion, status symbol. That's what we're talking about. We're not talking about Steve Starskeesian or whatever his name is at Tech, who can't coach at Texas.
Hey, DeBell, you wanna know what's crazy,
You
bro?
niggas ain't trying to have no conversation, man. You trying to
DeBell,
say
I know you want to cook.
You're not gonna bring.
You keep interrupting, brother. I need a white woman up here. You be quiet then.
Uh-oh.
No,
Don't
you
do
niggas will be interrupting and cock blocking in too. Talking about some
Cock
retarded
blocking.
shit.
Come
Ain't
on.
nobody ain't worried about no white man. Come on,
But
DeBell.
anyway,
Go ahead and let the bell speak because I want to speak after him, man. Come
Go
on,
ahead,
man.
DeBell. Go ahead, bro.
And the thing is, when you said being in the hood and talking about our women, what is our women? Black women?
Yes, DeBell. We come
Is that
from
what
black
you were
women.
saying?
We come from black women. The demographic who
Okay.
what
Well,
race
Obama
most-
came from a white woman. But anyways,
Why the
bro,
fuck you keep bringing up Obama? Nobody cares about Obama. Why you keep bringing up Obama?
you said you came from a black woman, but you don't got one.
I'm talking about them. Oh my God, DeBell. Why are you
You
playing
said-
semantics, bro? Why y'all
Come
niggas
on,
be
man.
doing this? Most black people come from a black.
Who are you speaking for?
All right,
Okay.
everybody mixed.
Hold on. We
Hold
don't
on.
get.
Okay, so why don't you have a black woman?
No, we don't. Hold up. We don't get personal. Don't answer that, Joey.
I know it's
we don't-
crazy.
We don't get personal.
And why would you ask me my personal
I'm all for
preference then?
everybody
Go
dating
ahead,
out,
Mercy.
though.
Why would
Go
you
ahead.
ask my personal
hold on,
preference
hold on,
if we
hold
ain't
on.
trying to get
Go ahead,
personal?
Mercy. I asked his. I haven't asked Joey. I'm gonna get to that. Go ahead, Mercy.
Yeah, okay.
I ain't actually who dating.
You know what I don't understand, bro? This is what I don't understand. Our women pedalize the white man as the top. And I have
Here we
no
go.
idea why we talking about this black man with a white woman when we know our sisters go after that white man.
That's
We
what
know
we
that's
talking
what they
about.
do.
Exactly,
And
Mercy.
so my thing is like,
That's not
okay,
the
so
point.
he
Mercy
got
coming in hot.
so he got a white woman.
Oh,
So
man.
what? A lot of athletes, a lot of dudes
But
when
he
they
went-
get
he
money.
lost his job. Mercy. He lost his
Even Kanye West said it.
Mercy.
Kanye said it.
Mercy.
He gonna
lost-
drop you, go get a
Mercy.
white girl. He said it in the lyrics.
And
Mercy.
guess
What
what these
we
black
do.
women are doing?
He lost his job, Mercy.
Look at Serena Williams.
Hold up, Mercy. He lost his job.
I know, bro, but Kanye said it. He said he gonna drop
Hey,
you
man,
and get a
there you
white
go.
girl.
That's my fault. That's
He
my
said
fault.
it.
Mercy, I don't know. I don't understand, bro. I
Oh,
don't know.
black men don't get money.
It's a lot of there, bro.
Hey,
Bro, I don't
Mercy,
know.
Mercy.
There's some
That's
other
not the
shit
point.
going on, bro.
That's not the point Joey making. I say any woman can jam you up. It's just that when black men deal with most of the guys I know that deal with white women, they act oblivious. She can damn near curse him out, smack him in the middle of the street.
But
she all right. She all right.
But Joey, my point
I'm
is
not
Joey.
saying every situation, the bell. God damn.
But Joey, in this situation we talking about, she didn't jam him up. He jammed himself up, bro.
Exactly.
In this situation, I'm talking about this particular
No,
situation.
but what was she doing though? The bell. I mean, what was she doing though, Mercy?
What you mean, what was she doing?
She was damn near blackmailing him, saying she gonna put it out there that we
Nah,
fucking each other.
all he had to do, bro, is understand that she was the Thursday chick. That's all he had to do. But he got into he started.
No. Hold on. Because we got JR up there. Hold on. Now, Mercy, we like you, bro. But man, you something else, bro.
This 2 days in a row for Mercy. Mercy tripping, man. What's going on?
I don't know. He like the bell. He got some issue.
No, Mercy came in hot. He came in hot.
He got some
I bet you he
issue
did.
with the sisterhood. Him. Clearly, he does. Mercy, do you like white women? Mercy.
Hey, bro, I don't discriminate, bro. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I think women are beautiful in all shades and color, bro. I think they're all beautiful.
You know, you don't care for the sisterhood. Would you get you one of them little thick white girls in America? You got that sisterhood ass
I keep
on?
telling you, Platt, I got a passport. What that tell you?
Oh, that's right.
If I got a passport, they ought to let you know what I'm about, bro. I'm about all the different flavors of ice cream, bro.
Okay.
I like vanilla, chocolate, strawberry, all of it, bro.
I saw a thick ass Dominican man. I was on Twitter, and some dude, one of the passport bros, that chick was thick as fuck, but he didn't have her.
Hey man, you watch your potty mouth now.
He saw her.
We're trying to help you, man. We ain't trying to hit the email.
Bruh. Don't do that. All right. Why do you guys like to do stuff like that? You know,
we're trying to help you, brother.
All of this YouTube stuff, and you guys come up here and argue with me. I can show you 15 channels. They're probably talking about the same thing. You niggas won't go over there. You won't go over there.
I mean, you got vanilla and fresh vanilla.
You're going to be on your best behavior over there, but you come over here and just talk to me any kind of way.
No, them niggas get dropped, Platt.
I know.
They drop.
You know
hey, Joey, you got vanilla?
Hold on. You know how I know, Joey?
What up?
Because I used to be that nigga getting dropped.
Yeah, they was dropping.
Nigga Platt, wow.
Hey, Merce, listen, I'm not against guys dating out, having a good time, and dating these women, but just don't be oblivious to the fact that she can do you just as worse as Keisha. And don't be in your feelings just as much, because dudes be in their feelings over Keisha too. Banging on doors, ready to go to war over. It's no different. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that, one is different from the other. That's what I'm trying to make the Bell understand. But he trying to make it.
Man, I'm
he
trying to
bringing
help.
up Obama, talking about, Obama, not a white mama. Ain't nobody
I'm trying to help
shit.
you niggas fresh out of slavery.
You not trying to help no niggas.
I'm trying to help you niggas out in America, man.
Anybody trying to hear that shit,
the real question is,
they let us out. If they let us go, JR, if they let us all out of slavery and the Bell got to the little horse, we'll be walking, JR, he gone. Probably chasing a white woman. He gone on that. He done took that little thing. Yeah.
I'm coming up.
Hey, hold up for me.
I'm coming up north, brother. I'm coming north.
The Bell ain't. We thinking about freedom, JR. Me and you, we want to be free.
That's it.
And be our own man. The Bell thinking
you
about.
Ain't free now.
He thinking about white box.
It's about to be 2026. Y'all still talking like slaves.
Don't let her get pregnant. He gonna be right there, staying right there on the plantation. I'm the baby. I'm the baby. Like, nigga, come on, the Bell, we out.
Who brought up Obama switching up on their culture? Who brought that up? Somebody said Obama switched up on the culture. So the Bell.
Yeah, when he married.
So what Sharon Moore do? So what Sharon Moore do? This coach, what he do?
No, if y'all talking about culture, I mean,
I ain't saying shit about culture.
But they was talking about him dating white women.
But so that's what I'm saying.
And then culture was brought up. Because
these
who brought it up? Who brought it up?
These conversations be all over the place.
Did Sharon Moore go against his culture then?
To you,
according to y'all,
black parents.
Ain't no y'all.
Hold up, man, because you know what, you made a good point all over the place. DeBell, thanks to you, we have a topic. You bringing up all of these.
Hey man, I did not bring up Shaft.
Talking about prehistoric man and shit, and white women and pro magna man. That's you. And I don't listen, but y'all, you know what, DeBell.
Let me see that.
So let me ask y'all.
Hold on, at least I grant you one thing, DeBell.
Ain't nobody up here messing with.
Star P,
Star P, speak on it. You got you some a snow. Go ahead.
I'm just asking the question. So y'all telling me.
Seattle, though.
Everybody up here. I'm assuming.
Star. Speak on your snow, brother. Go ahead. Go ahead,
Keisha.
You got you a snow. Go ahead.
You ain't gonna mess. No.
Brother, we're talking about you. You got you a snow. Okay. How much you got? You got a lot of it?
I'm messing with some.
You got one or two? You got one?
I got zero right now.
Yeah, I figured none. Yeah. You sound like this. Hey, but you want one though, right?
I do. I'm trying to fuck with some.
There you go.
Let me.
Once you get her, you gonna flex. You gonna flex. What I'm saying is, you gonna walk proud with her.
Nah. It's gonna be like a regular, like all the other bras I dealt with.
I don't believe that.
Oh, you got your man.
I don't believe that.
Nah.
You got your
man. Go ahead.
Wait, yeah, let me say this right quick.
That's all he gonna get is a man. Go ahead, JR.
Nah, all I'm saying is that this white woman took down one of the most powerful men in the state of Michigan. When you think about college coaches, right? University of Michigan, that's one of the highest paying jobs in that state.
How did she take him down, brother?
That's funded by. She went to the administration and said, "This is what we're doing."
Now, how does he have power, brother?
I think he did trick it out. I think he did trick off his position, though. I ain't even gonna front. Yeah, 30,
But
30
where's the
million
power
a
at?
year. Oh, come on.
How the power?
Yeah, where's the power at?
Well, she wouldn't have took him down if he didn't do anything.
You are a top tier coach for a
football
top
coach.
tier.
Where is the power?
A top tier coach for one of the most branded brands in America. Period. We ain't just talking about just.
What
just
kind of
football.
power? What kind of power does he have, brother?
He shouldn't have messed with it.
He committed a crime, Jr. He committed a crime.
He can walk.
He got the plug pulled on him real easy. So where is his power?
Exactly. He didn't.
Where is his power?
He didn't get to leverage the power because of this white woman.
Well,
No, it ain't got nothing to do with that.
Though. He said he's the most powerful man in Michigan. That's
Michigan,
not power.
He in the state of Michigan.
Being able to be dismantled like that, you have no power. You ain't powerful.
In the state of Michigan, when he was the current coach, he could put himself in any room he wanted to in the state of Michigan. Point blank, period.
He could have got everybody up on everybody.
The mistake he made was messing with a broad that was at the university that he worked at, bro. That's the mistake he made. He should have never did that.
Yeah.
Well,
That's not powerful.
How about honoring your commitments in marriage? How about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, the nigga is not powerful. The nigga is weak.
Well, now he is.
I don't understand where that power comes from.
If this would have been, hold on.
What did he make happen?
Let's go back.
When you think about, like I said, when you think about college coaches, you know the name Nick Saban. Nick Saban walking Alabama right now.
Yeah.
He's shutting it down.
Yeah, but the only way we know this black man's name is because of what he did.
No,
it's because of the news now. He's making a name for himself now.
Losing games.
But what I'm saying is that
he has no power, man. If he had power, he'd be like Teflon.
When you get yourself to a position, it is your responsibility to obtain and sustain that position. So he already obtained.
Okay, can you take back that power statement you made?
He does have power. Hold up.
Sustaining.
Why you don't want that power?
Why do we keep doing this?
Sustaining the position is the thing. That's what he messed up. He didn't sustain it.
Hold up, JR. He does have power. If we was to go back 30 days from today, he could, everybody that's on his panel, he could hire all of us
if he wanted
to be a part of that. Hey, we need him to pick up the cones.
He was there 2 years, right?
We need this guy to do what? Because he's the coach. We got to hire him. Okay.
Okay. He was there 2 years, right? We talking about
hold up, brother. He never went to the university. Okay, but still, I want to hire this guy. He's good for the team. They would have hired him. He could have hold up. The salary at least 45. Now I can't say 90, but he could have hired every one of us up here. He had power. That's bullshit. He had power.
That's what I'm saying.
The coach before him had power.
He was there for 2 years, right?
Blew it.
He was there for 2 years.
The coach that put him in position
had
power.
Than that.
Exactly.
That's who had power. The coach that put this black man in position.
And he
but
gave
what I'm saying, but the thing is, he was there for 2 years, right? The black man was there for 2 years, right?
He had power.
The black coach was there for 2 years, right?
Also had power.
But you know what?
What was his impact?
You know what he did? You know what he did?
Flat is right about that. But
the white girl that he was messing with, you know how much he started off at? 48,000. You know what he did? Let me promote you to this position and get you paid 90,000. That's power right there.
That's a 75% boost.
He made that decision.
So what impact did he make?
What you mean? What impact?
With his power.
With his
so you
power.
saying he only his power was the trick on this coworker.
What I said to Bill is that when he had that duty title as head coach at the University of Michigan, one of the most known brands in America,
all he did was upgrade a white girl's salary.
He had power to do what he needed to do in that
But all he
state point
did was
blank period.
upgrade a
Well, that's all
white
he
girl's
did, but he
salary.
had
Platt,
power, though.
was saying he could have hired anybody on this
Highest
panel,
paid,
Well,
but
he
he
the
didn't.
didn't.
highest paid
No.
person
I
in
said,
Michigan was
I said,
Sharon Moore. He was
yeah,
the
hold
highest
on.
paid state employee.
Yeah, I said he could have hired everybody on this panel.
Exactly, but he didn't.
But
No, but you said he didn't have any power. He had the power to do that.
hey, Platt, I got one better. They even rub elbows with them politicians and all them too. Them coaches, they be in the same rooms with
Exactly.
all of them.
Yeah,
Like,
Joey,
He could have walked
he
in
could tell
any room, Joey. Any
Joey.
room.
Hold
Well,
on,
let's see if
Joey,
any of them give him a good lawyer
Joey.
and
No,
rehire him with all that
backed
power.
down. He
Hold
tricked
up,
it
Joey.
off.
what
He
up?
tricked it off.
What up?
Your uncle say that was not even your real uncle. That's a guy you know from the block. He made it, and you tell him or whatever. He down there with his fam. You come by and say, "Man, I'm going through it." He said, "Man, don't worry about it. I got you. Just do me a favor. Call this number." His assistant. He can go in there and tell the dean and say, "Yeah, I need this particular guy. Yeah, I need him. No, him. I don't need you to act. I don't need you to post a job opening. I need to hire him." And all you do, Joy, he said, all I need you to do is gather the cones. He said, them cones at the end zone, at the end, I need you to bring them and stack them up and then be here and unstack them. And he said, we're going to pay you $45,000 a year. And he said, also by you working here, you can go to school for free. And I know you was telling me that, you need to finish off your degree. You can do it at the University of Michigan.
He can make that call. He can make that call. That is true. I agree with that.
Let me tell you.
Well, honestly, I don't really think y'all hold it like.
No.
Only reason y'all saying something about this dude because she white.
No.
That's the only reason.
You guys arguing
I'm
with
past that point.
I'm not arguing. I'm just making a statement, like, because.
Okay, look, no, the man had a lot of power and he squandered it over white box.
You see, that's what I just said. It just came right out of your mouth.
Power.
Hey, can I speak? Can I speak for a minute, man?
He tricked it off. He tricked it off. But he did it. He was in position, and he was able to. He was a shot. He called shots.
I just thought
somebody put him in place to call.
But what
shots.
about holding him accountable for what he did? Y'all still
We
talking
all
about
know
this white woman.
Everything's a hierarchy.
no,
man. Come on,
we bringing up the white woman, right?
I know.
Do business because the simple fact that maybe it's just me, but I'm very observant and I see how black men act towards these white women, and it's like these bitches, they can be oblivious. Hold on. They can be oblivious to what we seen Jonathan Majors get jammed up all crazy, running down the street from a white bitch.
Let me show you.
But you still not holding him accountable. Y'all still worrying about who they're dating.
Why I feel like black men is oblivious
Joey,
to when they start dealing with the other races and what. And
it doesn't matter.
Hey, Joey, check this out.
I'm even talking about how guys jam themselves up overseas. I'm like, why y'all niggas not moving the same way how y'all do with these so-called BBs? I'm gonna say the black.
But why do y'all have something to say because the man is dating interracially?
Bro, keep that same energy.
Y'all still,
that's all I be.
But you still not holding them accountable.
They sisterhood, man.
No, it ain't.
Hey, can I speak for a minute, fellas?
Hold on.
Black feminists.
I was gonna say that.
Look,
too.
I'm not.
You sound like the same thing that
I'm not paying none of that.
bro.
No, man. I'm telling black men to be on point. How's that?
You sound like the